Have you ever been in a moment where you realize that everyone is chasing the wrong thing? I had one of those a few months back. One of my good friends from college, amazing at late night karaoke, could always talk his way past the doorman. He told me his company just spent several $1,000s on AI tools, but their entire knowledge base lived in a shared Google Drive called important stuff. So we opened up Google Meets, he shared screens, and he's like, you know what? Honestly, I have no idea what's in this drive, but let's take a quick look. It turns out half of these files were duplicates, some were outdated, a few literally contradicted each other, and this company expected AI to make the whole thing smarter. That's really when it clicked for me again. The magic, it's not in the model, it's in the knowledge behind it. All right, so we're going to dig in today to find out why knowledge bases matter so much. People love talking about model size, their speed, context windows, how big their LLM is, all of that stuff. But after you work with AI every day, you start to notice something. Models, they settle into functions: support agents, personal assistants, copywriters, research tools. These differences, they start to shrink. But what stays powerful is the knowledge behind them. I learned this while rebuilding customer support systems. The AI, they were strong. The knowledge it read, it was not. If your instructions are blurry, the output's going to be blurry. If your knowledge is bad, you're just going to get to a wrong answer faster. It's as simple as that. There's this company that I worked with, and they swore their AI tool was giving bad answers to their customers, mixing up product names, skipping steps. They blamed their AI, but their documentation, this told a different story. One product had three different names. Their return policy contradicted itself. And the install guide, it looked like the last time it was updated was when we were all poking each other on Facebook while waiting for our Farmville crops to grow. The AI was following the map that they gave it. The map was the problem. That's when I stopped worrying about all these different models and I started worrying about the actual knowledge behind them. Here's the thing most people never look at. A lot of model reasonings come from places like Reddit and Wikipedia. There's nothing wrong with those sites, but when 40% of the information is being pulled off of Reddit, I wouldn't trust them with legal decisions or safety instructions. And yet there are people who ask AI to make these high stake decisions without giving it the right sources. There was a moment early on when I asked ChatGPT on how to get this benchtop CNC that I bought off of AliExpress to work. It gave the perfect sounding answer. It was confident, detailed, completely wrong. The logic came from a Reddit thread about a completely different product, despite me giving the manufacturer and the serial number. It was telling me how to fix a laser engraver and not a CNC. That was the moment that I stopped letting AI rely on public data for anything serious. If you run a business, you need your own knowledge base, your own documents, your own source of truth. AI is not magic. It repeats whatever it reads. And if you let it drink from the open internet, you are gambling with these results. Localized knowledge is the future. Every serious company is going to move away from just looking at broad internet searches with AI. This is honestly why I love using Intercom and Fin for support. By the way, not a sponsor, but the control that they give what the AI reads, I can choose when to access certain information. I choose the boundaries. That control makes the AI accurate. And when the AI is accurate, the team gets faster and more confident. One client went from a multi day ticket backlogs to same day turnaround, not because of a new model, but because we cleaned out their entire knowledge base and limited the AI to the right content. The AI did not get smarter, the foundation did. Let me say that again. AI did not get smarter, its foundation did. When you clean your knowledge, everything speeds up. Your support team, your sales team, operations, the model is not the edge. Your information is. And here's something people don't like hearing: AI does not fix your broken workflows. AI speeds up how fast they would break. If the system is messy, automation becomes messy. The knowledge is wrong, the AI gets you to a wrong answer faster. That is why you always need to start the stuff with a system audit to help your team rewrite entire workflows. Listen, when I finish working with this stuff and helping people audit their systems, it's going to it makes everything move faster, it makes everything work better, and it's made companies open their eyes, realizing that their knowledge base is so old, they need to update, and you need to update. If you want a simple way to audit your own workflow, do this. Pick one process and ask yourself, who can I get to try to follow this perfectly? Have someone from a completely different department do the audit for you, and then you'd be able to see where the holes are, because they don't know what's going on, and they will just follow from point A to point Z, and that will give you your first internal audit, and they will tell you what they can't do anymore. And most companies, they do try to do their own audits, which is great. I always recommend this. But if you do a self audit, you're going to get attached to old habits. You're going to normalize your chaos without realizing it. And a third party, though, they'll always see the big picture. They'll see the gaps, the contradictions. They'll start noticing things that you stopped noticing years ago. That's why I started my company, Aranea.Group. It helps companies to be able to get these audits done, to be able to build up their workflows, and to clean everything up to get ready for AI and for the next steps. And my prediction for all of this is going to be that AI infrastructure is going to shrink, knowledge bases is going to be what grows, and systems are going to consolidate. Localized knowledge is the future, and a system audit, that's the first real step. And a third party will remove that bias that gets teams stuck. And if you want to do AI clearly with a clean foundation, like I stand on this, you got to audit your systems and get your knowledge bases in order. But honestly, thank you for being here today, like kind of listening to all this important stuff. If you like what you heard, don't forget to hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell, and leave down in the comments. Do you think I'm right? Do you think that knowledge bases is truly what's in the future and how AI is going to grow? Or do you think I'm kind of off my rocker and it's all about the large language model and just getting bigger infrastructure, more data centers, and just getting the whole internet like wrapped around AI and AI wrapped around it? All right, see you in the next one.